And joining me in the studio to discuss why the tourism industry is flying high, we have Halil Korkmaz, who is the chairman of the Istanbul Tourism Association, and Maria Alvarez, who is the head of the Boğaziçi University's Department of Tourism Management. Thank you very much for being here to discuss this topic today. Maria, I'm going to start with you. No doubt 2016, disastrous year. We had terrorist attacks, we had the failed coup attempt. Numbers were down 30%. Is it too early to say that the industry has now recovered?
Well, yes, I think it is too early to say that it has recovered. I mean, we are seeing large increase in tourist arrivals. I think that the projections for the end of the year are that there's going to be over 40 million tourists coming to Turkey, which is about the level that it was before the 2016, 2015 or so. However, when we look at it from the receipts, the tourist receipts in dollar terms, I mean, we have seen that there has not been such an increase in the tourist receipts.
It's a very minor increase. I think something only like about 1%.
1% if we compare the third. I think, I mean, the exchange rate is one of the issues here as well, because even though the tourists may be spending more in Turkish liras, when it is translated to US dollars, this is also a reduced spending. I mean, we can see that on average $612 have been spent per capita in the last quarter. And this is way lower than it was in the first quarter of this year, and definitely lower than it was in previous years.
So if we are talking about the reduced lira having an impact, Halil, I'm going to put this to you. Is that a good thing, though, because it means we are able to attract more tourists because it seems like a cheap place to holiday? Can it be a positive?
Actually, I would like to add some opinion with the professor that there is no other country like Turkey that after all that bad things happening and then such a short time recovering.
It has been a very rapid recovery.
Yeah, very quickly, and actually the year 2017, it was for us recovering year, and for the number of tourists, 2018, now we reach huge number of tourists. It's a record, actually. Each market, if we analyze it, for example, Russian market, European market, in European, German, and British market, that last 2 years they were coming very less because of all this thing happened, but they miss Turkey, and those people, those nations, yearly like 3-4 times was traveling to Turkey for certain period, and like in autumn, summer, and winter time, different holidays, and they were very happy to come here. And when they see the all is calm, and then they start to visit it. So that's one of the reason, actually.
Talking about the fact that all is calm, I mean, the brand of Turkey was damaged for a little while there with those security concerns. Maria, let me ask you, is that the biggest issue that the Turkish brand of tourism has to fight with regards to attracting more American tourists, luxury tourists, conferences? Is it security concerns?
Yes, I mean, security concerns. I mean, there are some markets that are quicker to recover than others. And for example, the American market is a little bit slower, and there have been also some additional external politics and international relations concerns. I mean, so not just security and terror. Usually, I mean, external international relations is an issue for some markets. I mean, if there is a good relation between two countries, it is easier for those markets to come. In terms of, for example, the cruise market, this is a market that plans quite ahead. So it is difficult for that market to recover. So we can see, for example, that the main cruise companies have said that they will start to resume their travels to Turkey in 2019 and 2020, but they are not yet here. In terms of conference and congresses, this is again we can say the same thing. So Turkey, for example, was number 18 worldwide in 2015, but it dropped to number 49 in 2017.
And if we're looking at getting more people into Turkey, Halil, we've got the new Istanbul airport. How important is that going to be for the tourism industry?
Yeah, first of all, it's very good news and good development. It's a huge development. It's very, very good for the Turkey and especially for Istanbul. First of all, this they will fully capacity maybe within 2 years they will reach 200 million passenger, but within 1 year they will serve 90 million tourists, and something like 35% of the passenger, as far as I know, that it's going to be transit passenger, and we are aiming this transit passenger to stay in Istanbul and to create another $1 billion of income for Istanbul tourism.
A lot to look forward to. Hopefully, 2019, 2020, we may top these record years, and fingers crossed more money comes in on the back of that. Halil and Maria, thank you so much for discussing this with us on Straight Talk.
Thank you.
Thanks for inviting.
Thank you.